We're back with another Notary Basics video. So, welcome. Where we are here to focus on being a good notary first. I be talking about the groups all the time because I'm in them, I'm seeing them, and I think that you should focus on, again, being a good notary, knowing what you're doing, because you are marketing your expertise as a notary, and to make sure that they're not have any kickbacks on their documents, being compliant with your state. And today we're going to talk about how you can protect yourself over time with your signings, and that is going to be your notary journal. This is my little baggie. Yes, this is a lock on it, and this is the journal that I prefer to use. I put this in here. It says, it was a pleasure. What is it? It's been a pleasure being your notary. Have a wonderful day. And that's how I block out signers info and stuff. But here is a blank page. Your journal is basically your receipt. It's gonna show you who came before you, what ID did they use, and I'll show you in a second, and what document was notarized, when it happened, where it happened, and if anything was questioned or any notes. So here you have the date and time. This is the, let's run that back. This is the modern notarial journal. I like this. I don't have another example to show you of other journals. Other journals you would have to fill in a line per notarial act. That takes up hella pages because I do loan signings, and some signings will be 7 acts per package, and if you have 2 signers, that's 14. That would run me, this has 8 lines, so this would run me 2 pages just for one loan signings, and I'll have to fill this out per situation. Not happening. So you have I'm not sure if it's gonna focus, right? You have your mortgage documents, your E&O documents, compliance, deed. It has your healthcare directive. All of those things are listed here. Your survey affidavit. On the following page, you have, and then this column here is for any notes. Since I do a lot of loan signings, I put the order number here, who's the company that I worked with, and again, any notes that I may need. So here also has, this is where you put the signer's name and address. I put it here. Sometimes what I also put in the notes is that sometimes the signer doesn't change their name to the correct address. If it's a refinance, they may have an old address on their ID. So in the notes, I put their current address and the ID that's on here. And same thing with the loan signing. Obviously, they just bought a home. They can be in New York and their new home is going to be somewhere else. So I tend to notate that as well. So you're going to have what type of ID they showed you, which would be, we have your driver's license, passport, any other. I do put the state. If I have to put credible witnesses, stuff like that, all that is there. They sign here. And I think it's California you have to put a fingerprint. I'm not sure because it's not required, but I also have that there. During COVID, I used that a lot. I don't necessarily use that because it's not now. I don't necessarily use that because it's not required in New Jersey. So this is the journal that I use. Again, it's going to show proof of who came before you, when, the type of documents, all the documents that they signed, just in case. I love to reference the groups. I saw a post a while ago. That said, basically, I think it was a divorce document, and they said that they didn't notarize that document. I don't recall if that notary had a journal, but let's say their state didn't require a journal. How is that notary now going to go to court and prove that that signer came before them because they didn't have a journal? So if your state doesn't require one, I highly recommend still having one, because you don't want something like that to happen, that the signer now says, I didn't sign that. That didn't happen. Fraud. It wasn't me that was there. Like, I didn't do that. So make sure to have your journal on deck. Yeah, so it's just extra protection, backup. It protects you, your commission, your reputation, right? And as I mentioned, you're gonna record the day, time, location, the type of notarization, the type of ID. You're gonna take the ID information, so the ID number. Jersey's ID numbers are so long, so long. You're gonna take their signatures, and again, any unusual notes, things that stuck out to you, just in case you need to present this information. So it matters, as I mentioned, right? Years later, when someone say, hey, did this person really sign? Someone saying they didn't really sign, you can whip out your journal and show like, yes, and again, you're gonna take some notes. You were here, it happened on this day, it was a refinance. Again, any special notes that you might need is gonna be there, and you're gonna be like, yeah, here is my journal, their signature, the ID they presented before me, such and such. So that is why, like, having a journal matters. Whether or not your state needs one, I highly recommend. I've been using a journal for 6 years, and they didn't become a necessity for New Jersey notaries until 2023. I was always using a journal, so no one can come to me and tell me I didn't come before you, that didn't happen. I have the receipts. I have the receipts that your ID is here. We were there. And again, any notes that you may have, comment journal if you keep a journal. This was a quick video, but make sure to have your journal with. Even if your state doesn't require it, please have a journal. It's going to help protect you. You never know with some people. I've seen some crazy things. I have not had the need to present my journal with anything. I have not had anyone contested what they signed, but at least you have some proof or something to hold you down if this is something that happened. So again, comment journal if you keep one, and episode 6 is going to be why reading documents is not your job. Come back for the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a great week, a great day in these loan signing streets. Bye.